Today on Sledhead 24/7, meet one of the world's greatest snowcross racers. Kyle Pauline is in the thick of the world title chase on AMSOIL Championship Snocross Powered by Ram. Discover the hard-working lifestyle of a pro racer for Polaris and Team Lavalle. This is a trail rider's dream. The new Arctic-Cat iAct interactive suspension system. Discover how hitting this button will change your sled's ride to match the exact trail conditions. And later, our resident gearheader Jeff Fisher meets up with Skidoo expert Steve Cowing as they explore new ways to accessorize your ride. All that and more here on Sledhead 24/7.
Holy smolies, man.
It's Cody Cam on front. Tucker give it Cody Cam. Just put 10G in his pocket.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
Welcome to another exciting episode of Sledhead 24/7, your show for everything snowmobile. This week, we are at the AMSOIL Snocross National in Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah, we are here watching some races, checking everything out. There's new sleds, there's new riders that have bumped up into bigger classes. This is just a blast. And the one guy we're here to watch too is who else?
Kyle Pauline, Senior Smiley. Let's see what he's been up to all year long.
Hey everybody, I'm Kyle Pauline. I'm number 324 on the Polaris and I race for Team Lavalle. It's been a team that's been a really good home to me and how I like to go about racing and just, you know, a good mix between working hard towards something that's really important to you, but also like remembering to have fun.
Kyle is a racer, he's out there to win, right? He goes out there, he puts in the effort to make sure he's ready for it, and when he gets out there, you know, he's there to win. The guy has always got a grin on his face when you meet him, but when he's out on the track, you can't see his face, but I think it's more of a gritted teeth, like, I'm gonna get you, like that. So he's quite a competitor, and it's really fun to be able to have him on the team and work with him and be friends with him for so long, because he's such a cool character, and he's got such a good attitude.
Having Levi, just with the amount of knowledge that he has around snowmobiling with everything that he's done in the sport, just having that to reference from and to learn from, like, has been a huge difference maker for me.
Snowcross, you're always dealing with this mental side of, like, you have a bad race, you have something go wrong. It can get into a guy's head and really mess with him. With Kyle, it's like, he just keeps smiling and keeps the positive energy going in, and eventually you keep that going, it's going to turn into good things for you.
Just getting out there and trying to execute the track as best as I know how to, and then getting out there when you get a good battle between guys, just back and forth. And, you know, every time you get on that line, you know, 15 of us in a final, there you can count on, you know, there's 14 other guys who want to win just as badly as you do, who are putting in the work. And so, you know, just when you come out on top, like knowing you're racing against the best in the world, like that's an incredible feeling. I hopped on and I felt right at home. I mean, it didn't take time to get used to. I could tell the track was a little bit longer, and I could tell that, you know, I was getting better drive out of the corners. So that was a big plus for me, just because it made it that much easier to get up and over, you know, some of the whoops that are, once it wears down, it's tough to get over that stuff. So, and just really excited about this year. In the summer, it's like in the dead of summer, it's a little bit more low-key from a training standpoint. I like to do a little bit of everything. I mean, get out on the boat and do some water sports, and I like to run a lot in the summer and mountain bike and just all these different things. And this year and for a while now, I get together with a trainer kind of in the fall time and leading up towards season, And just like I said, you know, doing some more specific training to snowcross just to get me ready to go, so that not so much of a shock to the body them first, you know, few days on the sled. So.
I always say whenever you got 2 to go, it's one hard, one easy, because the last of anything is always easy because you know you're done after.
I want to bring it this year. I mean, you do every year, but I'm fired up about this year.
What a great guy, a great racer. The new Polaris sleds teamed up with the Lavalle camp. How much better can it get?
They certainly will be a force to be reckoned with, Jeff. Make sure you guys stay tuned. There's more Sledhead 24/7 coming up right after this.
Hey trail riders, what if you could instantly change the ride, feel, and handling of your sled based on trail conditions? If you're riding the new Arctic iAct, then you can stop dreaming and act. This little button is a big game changer for all trail riders. Jeff Fisher goes in tech heavy and into mega gearhead mode. Fish teams up with Skidoo expert Steve Cowing to test and review the latest and greatest sled accessories. And we'll show you the latest news and information on Ram trucks and how they can make being a snowcross racer on the national circuit a lot easier. Sledhead 24/7 is brought to you by AMSOIL, runs on freedom, by Polaris, by Arctic, Skidoo, that Skidoo feeling, by FXR, extreme adaptability for all conditions, and power by Ram trucks, built to serve.
I'm Chelsea Scorridge.
And I'm Jeff Fisher, and you're watching Sledhead 24/7. Another new innovation that Arctic has teamed up with Fox, and they're making iAct suspension. What that is electronically controlled at your fingertips suspension changing on the fly. So if anybody who's familiar with the QS3 shocks in the past, you had your 1, 2, and 3 position, which was basically soft, medium, and firm. Now you have it at your fingertips. You don't even have to get off your snowmobile to change this. You can do it right on your handlebar. Kudos to Fox and Arctic.
If you're familiar with the QS3 package that we've had in the past, this is more or less a replacement for that, and what it does is it gives you the touch of a button with your left hand. So we've got a switch that's integrated into the new handlebar controls. It shows a display on the gauge, lets you know what setting you're in. You can switch on the fly as you're going down the trail. If you see a rough section you want to get off, bump it up to firm, and go hit the bumps, come back on the trail. Seems like groomed trails, 1, 2 is more desirable. It lets the front suspension kind of settle in into the corners, and 3 just gives you some good rigidity anti-roll. So 3 settings, soft, medium, firm. It's changing the rear shock and the ski shocks all at the same time.
We're pretty excited about the new iAct. You know, we've been working on it for a few years with Arctic, along with the iQS. QS3s were it was the base of it, you know, and people really enjoyed the 3 positions, so it's like, why not make it easier for the customer to use? Meaning, let's just use it at your fingertips. So that's where the iAct started, and you know, I've been a couple years working with it, testing some different concepts and stuff like that, and now it's on the market and ready to go riding, man. It's pretty cool. You can adjust it on the fly. Has 3 settings, soft, medium, hard, and just, it's real simple to use.
Hey Sledheads, don't touch them buttons. We have more Sledhead 24/7 coming your way.
When Sledhead 24/7 roars back, resident tech head Jeff Fish steps in to share the latest sled hacks and tips. This is authentic bruised knuckle knowledge that only 40 years in the pits and garage allow you to learn. But first, it's time for an AMSOIL Tech Tip.
Hey, Len from AMSOIL here. One of the most common questions that I get is, what is the difference between Interceptor and Dominator? And the answer is pretty simple. If you're standing here like I am in the pits of this racetrack, you definitely need Dominator. Dominator is designed for race sleds that run at very high RPMs at very high temperature. Interceptor is more balance for the recreational type rider that's riding on the trails. Cold temperature performance, power valve cleanliness, and piston protection are all key. For more information, check out AMSOIL.com.
Hey guys, it's 4x4 Barbie and you're watching Sledhead 24/7.
Welcome back to Sledhead 24/7, your show for everything snowmobile. Jeff and I are hanging out in the Makita Crew Chief Tower. From here you can see all the sleds, how they're running, and everything new.
No, you can see what's up. And you know what else is up? We had a chance to meet up with Steve Cowling with BRP, and we got to accessorize our skidoos. So we get a phone call telling us our new skidoos are in. So we hopped in the Ram, we headed on over, and we're gonna go pick up, customize our new sleds. It's gonna be a fun day. So we're here at Towsley Sports where they've been selling fun since '71. We're here to pick up our new skidoos. Let's go in back, check them out. Hey Steve, how you doing, buddy?
Morning, Jeff. How you doing?
Good. These are new buggies for the year?
Well, this is the first of them, yeah. This one was your sled of the year.
Yes.
The XRS package, Renegade XRS with the 900 Ace turbo in it. Same as your sled of the year. We thought you really should have one of these to
Yeah,
ride.
you know, I put quite a few miles on it last year in prototype form. Now I get a production one. I'm very excited. Now we got snow on the ground. I want to go out and put some miles on this.
Yeah, you're gonna love this. It's a good fit for a guy like you. The XRS package, fully capable suspension. That horsepower on that 4-stroke's pretty smooth. And I know you like to put on the miles every once in a while, where you like to just go for long periods of time. But every once in a while, those trails in Wisconsin get a little rough.
That's right.
This one will help you quite a bit with that.
Yeah, so you know, let's get it fit up to what I want to ride. I think I want a little more wind protection, and I do have a motto is I'm never lost unless I'm out of gas. So let's.
Yeah, I've got a cure for you. Hold on one second here. Just in case, I brought you this.
There you go.
Make sure you don't run out of gas.
If I don't run out of gas, I'm never lost. Okay, Steve, on this sled, where should we begin on accessorizing this?
Well, the place I usually start with, Jeff, is wind protection. You know, in this one, obviously we deliver XRS as a sporty look. We deliver it without a windshield on this one, but everybody has a different windshield height. Everybody has a different taste. I know over the years you've typically gone with a medium windshield,
Sure.
so I brought one of them along for you.
Cool.
So we'll put one of them on here. As you go through the season, it's really easy to change things with that link system. So if you wanted a bag back there instead of a fuel caddy, great, we can change it really quickly.
Cool. Well, let's start getting what we have to install. Just telling you this from past experience, be careful not to rip your screens. You know, with this mid-height shield, even with the bars all the way forward, the hand guards do clear. So it'll be nice to get a little extra hand protection.
The famous Jeff Fisher 5 minutes or 5 miles gas can.
You act like you've ridden with me before.
It's always 5 minutes or 5 miles.
Being it has a plastic protector on top of the tunnel, what we need to do is actually drill these through. On a lot of the machines, you just have to poke through the decal. This we have to drill through. So a handy step bit makes it real easy.
Here's got the hardware to attach the link. It's pretty basic. The nut comes up from the bottom, screw down from the top. So Jeff, this is the new Link Fuel Caddy, and you'll notice that up top here, we've got 2 more places to put additional link mounts. So you can put another bag on top of this or the oil caddy on top of that if that's what you wanted to do.
Oh, sure. So I can actually, to haul some more gear or luggage or anything, we could put on top of that.
Exactly, and also a nice spot thing about this is you've got 137-inch length track here. You've got 2 more spots for another link accessory back here, so obviously you've got more room to add some stuff as it goes.
Hey Steve, I see you picked one of my favorites for other buggy to ride.
Jeff, I've been riding with you a couple times, and you've got some great variety of trails up there, so that long distance machine is going to make some good sense for you once in a while, but you've also got some great play areas, and this machine really excels in that stuff, and that's what you want, is when you go into deep powder and play around, it will for sure serve your needs very well.
So we got here is the ultra low windshield. It isn't much taller than what we had on, but just kind of give it a little different look. It goes in right in the same rubbers. Still has that stealthy look. But this is a goggle pouch. You put your goggles in here, and there's a place under the hood we put them. Keeps them in place and keeps them nice and warm and dry so you can rotate goggles on those real snowy days. You know, there's times when I go riding where I don't need a big bag. I just want a pair of gloves, extra pair of goggles to haul with me, maybe a sandwich. That's where this bag comes in real nice. You know, it's nice if you're not wanting the big bag on the back from jumping from side to side if you're backcountry riding. This is just enough to keep some small supplies and not be in your way.
All right, Jeff, now we're going to do something that is just one of those ideas. Again, it's so simple, like why didn't we think of this ourselves and why didn't we do it 10 years ago? But it's adjustable ski stance. Makes it very easy on this snowmobile to change from 38 to 40 inch. On a Summit, you'd change from 36 to 38.
Oh wow, so you can do a lot. I know when in our backcountries we had in the years past, we could adjust them, but we had to pull the ski off and move the collar from one side to the other. Right. And it made a huge difference on backcountry riding. It was really nice with it narrow, but when you got on the trails, it felt a little tippy. Where we widened it out, it was nice and stable. This makes it real easy. Well, I got them set up just the way I like them. We have the adjustable ski stance on this one, little kind of racier windshield, our goggle bag. We have our back tote.
On this one over here, we put a taller windshield on it for you. And the almighty 5 minutes or 5 miles, Jeff, gas can back here.
That's my never lost, because I'm never out of gas.
Now you are ready for the year.
I'm ready. We just need to go riding. You ready?
I am.
Let's go.
Now, Jeff, you guys did a lot of work on the sleds. You put a lot of accessories on. Which one's your favorite?
You know, the one that sticks out is probably the adjustable ski stance on our backcountry, because I can run it at the wider setting when I'm trail riding. I want to go backcountry riding, I'll narrow it up. It's going to handle mint.
If you want more information, make sure you check out your local Skidoo dealer or skidoo.com. There's more to come right after this.
Gearheads, get ready. Jeff Fish and his big bear paws are bruised, dirty, and covered in grease. Fish has a double header of sled hacks along with new gear and gadgets. And we'll show you how RAM incentives enable racers to get to the track and makes the snowcross season a bit easier. Sledhead 24/7 is back in a jiffy. Sledhead 24/7 is brought to you by AMSOIL, runs on freedom. Rocks, your rider position specialists. Traxxas, the fastest name in radio control. By Stud Boy, traction with an attitude. Ziegler Cat, exceptional service backing the best equipment. And by U.S. Air Force, aim high.
Hey guys, welcome back to another segment of Inside the Sledhead Garage. I promised you last week about a new trick tool from Ibex. You look at this and you wonder, okay, tell me more. Well, this is what every gearhead should have when they're out in the field, especially wanting to change clutch weights on any of your open face clutches, your Polaris, your Arctic Cat, the Yamaha especially, to be able to do some clutch changes out in the field. Say you want to change weights, but you don't have a way to pull the clutch off the sled, put it in a tool, press it down. This makes it very simple. What you'll need to do is remove the belt off the machine, which my assistant has already done for me. You know, in the past you have to pull the clutch off, use a tool to press it down to be able to get at it. Well, this does everything for you. It has a hook. This hook hooks on the back side of the clutch. This hooks on the face. And every sled's a little different, so you have to kind of look to where you want to go. And basically flip it up. Yeah, now you can turn, you got your tool in, you can actually get your wrenches, take your weights out, in and out. You may have to spin it, you know, because there's going to be a point where you can't get at it, where you have to move it around and go to another side. But it makes it a lot easier, and you can do this out in the field real easy, in your garage or in the field. Lightweight aluminum, stick it in your backpack, stick it back in the back of the sled, bring it in the field if you need to change weights on the field. So to check out the tool and all the other great products that Ibex makes, check it out, ibex.com.
Racing it down the hill, go the pros. We talked about how important the Stud Boy hole shot would be. That went to Lincoln Lemieux. Oh, it's been reduced. Lemieux just
We're at the Snocross races. We're standing by a new 19 Ram truck. Why, you ask? Well, all you racers, listen up. Ram came up with the program, and they are killing it for all you racers.
With a few easy steps, you as a rider can earn yourself a free or reduced entry at any ISOC Snocross event this year, courtesy of Ram Trucks. Head to snocross.com for more information.
Reeling in the leader, and Mike, he's reeled him in. Elias knows I've got plenty. Oh no!
He's off the
As I
racetrack.
say that, Elias Ischuel goes off the racetrack. Ischuel to the outside. He now looks to the inside. He tries to take the lead. They bump. They bang. Lemieux stays in the front.
Bar to bar up the hill.
There goes Elias to the outside. Through the doubles, the checkers await. Elias Ischuel wins the Duluth Snocross National.
The race is hot, but I'm not. I'm cold. I'm going inside.
And that is all the time that we have for this week's episode of Sledhead 24/7. I'm your host, Chelsea Skorich.
And I'm Jeff Fisher, where we ride, rate, and review because that's what we do.
And we will see you out on the trail.
Stay in touch, hit send, and share a story idea. We're always live on Sledhead247.com. Or make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please join us next week on Sledhead 24/7. It's still early on this year's edition of AMSOIL Championship Snocross. We'll examine the early season success of the Skidoo race sleds. What changes are making a difference? We'll find out what is behind the early season domination of Skidoo.